I have two journals in front of me right now. One is from December of 2014 and the other is from December of 2024. They are 10 years apart. They contain my life, and I'm here to read out one entry from each and compare and contrast what my life looks like. So what I want you to do is close your eyes. Picture a time 10 years ago. Call of Duty was better. Life was simpler. We were young. December 7th, 2014. This is my journal entry. Okay, reflection time, my friend. What have you accomplished in the past year? Well, I got my first job back in March at the dojo. It's where I spend much of my time during the weekdays after school. Do I enjoy it? Hell yeah. I love seeing kids smile while I am teaching them karate. When I was growing up, when I turned 16 or so, I got a job at my dojo as a karate instructor. I wasn't even a sensei yet. I wasn't even a black belt. I got instructor position when I was brown belt, and I thought it was dope. I love the feeling I get when I get to promote someone. Sometimes I do dread coming to karate. Sometimes I feel like I am a bad teacher and letting the school down. But then Sensei tells me that she put me in the position I am in because she knows I can handle it. I've got to say, sometimes karate is tiresome, and some days I don't even want to go. But if there is one thing that karate has taught me, it is that commitment and stick-to-itness is important. The hard part is getting to the dojo, because once I am there, I love it and I feel good about myself. Karate is like medicine for me. Without it, I would be lost. And there's a lot to unpack there. Remember, this is 10 years ago, but understanding that stick-to-itness and commitment is so important, and that how something that sometimes I don't even want to do can still act as medicine for me. I think that's just such a good life lesson to learn at such a prime age like that. So as much as karate sometimes frustrated me or inconvenienced me, it really did allude to the type of stuff that I would do as an adult. Hard things that sometimes are not really that fun for me. Is there anything in your guys' life where you look back 10 years ago and you're like, man, I didn't see it 10 years ago, but now it makes sense why I do X, Y, and Z? And that's why having journals like this is so cool. Because I get to see what prompted past me to become present me. Moving right along. I love practicing katas and being fully immersed in one thing and focusing all my energy on it. I feel all my tensed up emotions flood out of my body. Karate is medicine. It heals me from what's broken. I don't have a father in my life anymore. All I have is my mom's boyfriend. Overly exhausted, always in a bad mood. On to accomplishment number 2. You got a permit in April. You can drive. It's great and all, but the real fun doesn't happen until you're licensed. And at this point, driving is still scary to me, so a license doesn't seem like something that will happen in the near future. I guess the only thing I can do is to just keep practicing. And I mean practice. Force yourself to want to drive places, even if you really don't want to. Nothing will be worse than being 18 and not having a license. I want to get my license in the springtime. How great would that be? Driving to karate all by myself and being completely independent. Accomplishment number 3. I was finally able to get my ears pierced. They look very nice. I love the little sparkle they give me. I love how they look. Accomplishment number 4. You got a job at a food market. Congratulations. This late summer starting job kicked the school year off with a twist of having 2 jobs at once going on. The food market is a great place, and I am very glad I got hired there. I'm sure I have written this before, but the people there are just amazing. It's definitely a job to keep for the years to come. Accomplishment number 5 is meeting someone very important in your junior year of school. No, it wasn't your first girlfriend. It was someone outside of your family who genuinely cares about you. She is crazy, funny, spontaneous, obnoxious, weird, sometimes annoying, but she loves you, and that's a first, so congratulations. When it was warm outside, we would always hang out, and it was great. Good memories of going to different neighborhoods and game craze and the gas station. So even if all else fails, you still have that going for you. Accomplishment number 6 would be that you got a chain. You now have enough bling to be a cool looking dude. So keep up the good work, Jake. This is past you, the last day of being 16-year-old you, saying to future you are doing a good job with how you stay healthy and how you look. 16 may not have many great memories with girls, but you did get a lot done. You are becoming a man, a strong, halfway decent looking dude, and sooner or later, a girl will realize it. Honestly, the entry goes on for a couple more pages, but that's the main gist of it. And that was the last day of me being 16. Usually around my birthday, I get quite emotional, and I like to kind of write out my achievements and what I've accomplished throughout the year. So now we're going to fast forward 10 years, and it's December 5th, 2024. The dynamic between the two of these is almost unbelievable. It's kind of shocking to see the tone and the switch in the vibe that I have. I can't imagine I'm the only one that gets this way. I want to show the authenticity of what happens when you become 26 in a job that you might not be the most fond of, one where you just feel like you're grinding away. I want to show the authenticity of adolescence to young adulthood. So here we go. This is one of the last few days of me being 26. I feel so stressed out on the inside. My chest feels like constant tension, even with deep breaths and thoughtful breathing. I'm overwhelmed, overworked, and there's no end in sight. Kind of. The holidays are in full effect. Work has me starting at 6 a.m. instead of 8. We're still getting out later than 4:30, looking closer to 6 or 6:30. That's 12-hour days back to back to back. The workload feels ridiculous. I try to go slow and steady, but there's always a voice in the back of my head saying, move faster. Don't look at your phone. No break time. I'm constantly feeling a time crunch. If I'm not at work, it's only 2 or 3 hours before sleep, before it's time to get back up and do it all over again. I hate it. It sounds aggressive and overreacting, but I hate my life right now. I hate it so much. I got out with such little time to do life. Want to go to the gym? Well, then it's straight to bed with no food, and you'll constantly be cramming for time because it's already way too late. Want to make plans with a friend? Well, good luck with the time, because only God knows what time you'll be out. Your birthday? Screw that. It's time to deliver packages with your boss. It's just so demoralizing, dehumanizing, depressing, and awful. I almost feel detached from my mind because I'll be on the phone with one of my friends and she'll ask a question and I'll go blank. I have no idea how to answer. It's almost like I'm just existing to go through the motions of the post office. I'm existing to work when I want to live. I want to run, explore, bike, travel, see concerts, do cool things, volunteer, learn new skills, work out, date, do all of these things, but it just feels like instead it's work. And it's been this way for nearly a year now. It got really bad when 2 people left over the summer. But at some point, I start thinking, will it ever change? Is all this misery worth it? People will say it's the right choice because on paper it's everything you need. But is it the right choice for me? Is the money worth the quality of life trade-off? Today, no. I got paid $1,800 and I thought nothing. I didn't get excited because it's going towards a house. I felt nothing because the post office has made me numb. Quiet, sad, and a subservient human for $1. I feel icky working there like a money fiend glutton. I feel like a loser when all I can say is I have work today, tomorrow, and for my birthday, and the day after. I'm so tired. I want to do a million other things. I hate life sometimes. But try to cheer up. It feels like forever right now. But no, it's not. This workload is temporary. Go outside, take a walk, maybe call mom. Clear your head. You can do this, bro. So obviously my journal entries were a bit different from 16 to 26. 26, we just read it. It definitely has like a darker undertone to it. But there are some similarities I think are worth noting. Between the 10 years, the constant thing that meant the most to me was connections with people remained important. Also, I've always been ambitious. In 2014, it talks about all the accomplishments I have done. Everything that I have done while being 16. And it doesn't really allude to much more of what I want to do in 17, 18, and further. But when you fast forward to being 26, it shows all the ambition I have for the future, which is kind of interesting when you think about it, because when you're 16, you think more in the moment, and when you're 26, you think more forward thinking. Just an interesting little trend I found, but that's just how my life ended up going. There are a lot of days when I feel happy. Around my birthday is the holiday season. Working at the post office, the holiday season gets rough. So that journal entry did not set me up for success or paint my life in a great light. To be honest, most of the time my life is okay. I enjoy it. But I just think there's something so special about capturing a moment 10 years apart and just reading it. If these are relatable, If you guys feel any sort of the same way, let me know. Did life get harder or easier for you as you grew up from an adolescent to an adult? Life feels harder for me now than it ever was when I was a kid. As a kid, you have directions. You have stepping stones, knowing what you have to do to become an adult, what an adult does. And then once you become an adult, what kind of steps do you have? Life becomes a mystery. Up to you to decide what you're going to make of it.